For those of you who missed it on Monday, here's how to pack your tote for summer camp. This tote is around 30 gallons. Don't overpack. The tote's purpose is to keep your gear in for camp, and even after camp, you should leave all your stuff in your tote. It also helps keep your stuff dry if it does rain. The most important thing is scouts will have to pack for themselves. That way they know where things are at and they know what equipment they have with them. Make sure your name is on the front of the tote. I have mine here and one on top of the lid. We don't need tents or cots, as the summit will be providing them for us. The most important thing in your tote is your clothes. You should have them in a gallon Ziploc bag, so if it does rain and you have like a hole or your tote is not waterproof, they stay completely dry. You need the BSA shorts, socks, underwear, and whatever color shirt we're wearing for that day. The next thing is your sleeping bag. I would suggest bringing a lightweight sleeping bag. Just don't bring a 0-degree sleeping bag, as it won't get that cold. I have a fleece with me. It's for if it does get a little lower than what that one's meant for, you can at least stay warm. Tarp, they're used for a lot of things. You can use them under your tent. If your rain fly ends up getting in a hole, you have this to keep you dry. And they're used for a lot of other purposes. Sweatshirt, in case you're out at night, maybe around a fire or whatever we're doing. Even though it is summer, it can still get cold at night, so have sweatshirt or sweatpants with you. Next thing is a pillow. You don't have to have a small inflatable one like I do. I do suggest having one though, as it doesn't take up much room in your tote and you don't have to bother with that. Sleeping mat, for cots, it can get a little uncomfortable, so I would suggest having a sleeping mat with you. Your wash kit, it should have a towel, like your shampoo, soap, two towels, yeah. Shampoo, soap, deodorant, toothbrush, and toothpaste. The summit will be providing food with us, but I would still have a mess kit in case we have like snacks around the fire or any other food items. This is kind of a miscellaneous bag. It holds my knives, clothespins, plastic bags like this in case one breaks, batteries for lantern, alarm clock, flashlight, stuff like that. This is a clothes hamper. That way when your clothes are dirty, they're not all over your tent. You can have them in one organized spot. And if you don't want to have one of these foldable ones with you, you can get a bag and they work just as well. Water bottle, this is also really important to have with you. It's going to be hot, and you need to make sure you hydrate. Lantern or flashlight, I suggest having this with you for in your tent or walking around or just around camp. Rain gear, in case it rains, or even if it's not looking like rain, have it with you at all times. Keep it in your day pack as well. Camping chairs, I know some of the people in the troop have like tripod chairs and stuff. I have one of these foldable ones. Around camp, it can get a little uncomfortable just standing or sitting wherever we need to, so if you can, bring a chair. Baby wipes, in case you couldn't take a shower that day, you can quickly wipe yourself down. If your hands are dirty, you can wipe them off. They're used for a lot of things. And last thing is, for summer camps, I suggest having a fan with you. It gets really, really hot, and after walking around for a long day, it can be one of your best friends. I think that's everything. Yeah. Next thing is shoes. I will be wearing boots every day, as there's probably going to be a lot of walking to get to all the places. I would suggest wearing boots most of the time. Shoes in case your boots get wet or just around camp. They have to be closed-toed, of course, as it's a scouting event. But have these with you in case your boots get wet. And last shoes that you should have with you are water shoes in case you have a water event such as kayaking or any of those, or showers. Last thing I want to go over is day pack. This should go with you everywhere, every day that you're at camp. I would have carabiners clipped to it. These can be useful for everything. Make sure to have your merit badge books with you. The counselors will really appreciate it if they can know you read them. Bug spray and sunscreen. Make sure you don't get sunburnt. Make sure you don't get bit. It can be a really miserable week if you get both of those. Pens. During your classes, you might have to write down some stuff. Mask. We're not sure what the requirements are at the summit yet. Last time I heard that if you're indoors, you will probably have to wear a mask even if you are vaccinated. Make sure to have a knife with you. Paracord. Any of your classes might require one, and all around useful. Last thing is a first aid kit in case anyone in your classes get hurt or you get hurt yourself. You have it on you and you can